Hello everybody, welcome back to Central Tabletop Gaming. I am your host, Jeremy Kelly, and today we will be finishing up our playthrough of the Red Star campaign for Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown. Now this again is a minimal commentary video. I will be reading from the chat, and I will reply to the chat during cutscenes over my phone. However, I will not be participating in chat throughout the rest of the video, so you'll be able to enjoy just a nice, quiet playthrough. Again, I will only get on here if I absolutely need to. I will not be getting on here for anything frivolous. So, if you guys enjoy this type of video, please let me know, because I've enjoyed not having to talk as much, especially with my voice being slightly out right now. I actually strained it last night. But I do enjoy doing regular commentary videos, but I've done so many combat playthroughs, I don't want to always have to do that. Now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, and I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. If you do, you know what to do. I'll chat with you at the end of the video as well. Simple reminders. So, just keep in mind, if you do want to talk to me, you are more than welcome to in the the live chat feed. And I will see all of you at the end of the video. Bye.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory had been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage. All this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusea have joined forces, and will take down the final arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you, but take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future there.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
Certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 Squadron. It's a message to all those looking to end the war, but I also think it's a message for Trigger.
I guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
I need help! Don't let him damage more! Show him what fighter pilots are made of! Thanks. I owe you. No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger.
What's he doing speaking on an open channel? The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
This is Skull Squadron and Rigel Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is Sul-2. Republic of Voslage are also moving to rendezvous. There's only one squadron, though. It's Mr. X's crew. Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden. Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations. They have manned aircraft moving UAVs in flight mode. All this just to keep the war going.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Three strikes hasn't been detected.
Three strikes on a friendly scale.
Hit.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
It's not a war between nations anymore. It's a struggle between militias. Get caught and you're dead. 3 strikes is on our side? That's the best news I've heard in a long time. Again, 3 strikes? Never again.
The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down. I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell. The biggest defenders later on.
Drone leadership rights verified.
This isn't a rebellion. It's a battle for independence. We take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. So many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
5 minutes remaining.
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
Avril, it's safe over here. We've taken away all their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid.
All right, understood. Another kill for 3 strikes. Impressive. Target acquired.
Our princess is looking at a mural. There's another one there too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies are one. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the Arsenal Bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Lancaster, do we have more incoming? No. Proceed with caution.
Wilco. We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will get us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette, what the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time, stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal Bird. Shit, airburst type. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived. Strider 1 is down.
This is the LRSSG. Looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition. so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone still in it is an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison.
Roger. What's it doing speaking on an open channel? The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Gold Squadron and Rival Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2. Republic of Bosledger also moving to rendezvous. There's only one squadron now. It's Mr. X's crew. Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden. Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations. They have manned aircraft moving UAVs in slave mode. All this just to keep a war going. The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down. I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell. The biggest war in their slave mode. Missile launched.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Picked up a slave craft. I need someone to get him off me.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important who I... No. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
They have me spiked.
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
We're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
3 strikes is on our side? That's the best news I've heard in a long time. Against 3 strikes? Never again. This isn't the rebellion. It's a battle for independence. We'll take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. Better. We need something or someone to guide us.
The communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
Avril, it's safe over here. We've taken away all their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, tabloid.
All right, understood.
Go around. I got a bandit on lock.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Breaking from enemy. I've got good news. 3 strikes hasn't been detected.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Missile.
So that's your strategy.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, bandit splashed.
A pretty Princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies unknown. Go ahead. Let's go. Yes!
Warning! Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact!
How many got caught in that explosion?
Lancaster, do we have more incoming?
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
Wilco.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time, stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal bird. Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
I said we were going to take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was going to do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now. Fuck that. It's all over. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
I'm going down! It's up to you now.
30 seconds remaining.
Behind target, attacking.
Cyclops 2. Box 2. That one's finished.
The
Eliminate.
monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal. Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the Arsenal bird.
Incoming!
5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got.
Open fire! All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target. Damn monster.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers!
Missile destroyer to tracking marker sunk. We can't find it. Evacuate!
Missile.
Flagship starting heavily damaged by laser weapons. Forces captured aircraft control are melting. Single blast! More lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming. The active protection system operates as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. Fuel cell the arsenal burn.
Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack.
Look at that light from the arsenal burn.
He has a lock on you. Both main propellers have been stalled. It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal burn.
That was close. We're on the AWACS system in the corner.
That's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Get to the top of the windbreak. You think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on with those frills.
Get back behind him. I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously. No good. The engine control room is gone. If you're a radar room here in TIC. Where are we supposed to hit it? All aircraft. Second saturation attack. All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attack.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do. You're just thinking about it now? Strider 1 is back to bed. Cover any friendlies it's hit. I'm sick of these attacks. Bandit hit. I've got it.
It's readying its APS.
Damn it. I think it's some damage. Strider 3. One aircraft hit. No, two.
It's launched.
I can see a light bulb shaped thing, but it isn't lit up.
That's it. That's the location marker. Have it.
Got it.
Is there something we can do? Just evading like this will get us all killed.
Don't let the enemy snoop your butt.
Sub-propeller confirmed destroyed.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Enemy has a radar lock. When's that shield gonna lose power?
Elevators continuously supplying you with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do?
Cosette, smash it. Smash all 6 of the bastards. It'll lose power.
Stall warning. Icing.
Damn shield. Just go away. Be gone. Disappear.
On cuckoo count?
Away with you. Look.
Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
It wasn't magic. It's a scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
The lights. It's switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
This is the observation. UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're back. Safety mechanism shut off.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Strider 1 has destroyed a sub-propeller.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged. Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger. The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing? What?
If we destroy the docking modules, the supply unit will break off from the arsenal bird. That'll make the antenna piece vulnerable. We'll light it on fire and we can cook that bird whole. Theoretically, there may prove possibly an inexperienced pilot. There won't be a problem, but...
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot.
Trigger, let's do this. Is he really that good of a pilot? Like, bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! The refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourselves killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here!
I can't leave that girl to die.
Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it!
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
Ammunition 0.
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move on and destroy the rest.
We got these things, no problem.
Missile.
Is everything okay?
Missile.
The people were crushed.
Missile.
But the kid Tabloid went after his safe. He ran that distance with a girl in his hands.
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
George and the girl were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
Ammunition 0.
There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do.
Keep the UAVs company.
Missile.
Docking module destroyed. 1 left.
Nicely done. This'll be a good story to tell my son. It's a big base.
Ammunition 0.
Locked on.
Cyclops 2. Fox 2.
Strider 1, anyone that can take it on. Look at those crazy moves. So this is 3 strikes.
I'm on my target's tail.
Didn't think that'd miss.
Missiles depleted.
I have a solid lock.
Ammunition 0.
Strider 2, enemy behind you.
I'm on his back. Strider 1, target acquired.
The ground forces efforts will be for nothing. We have to take down the target by any means.
Locked on.
Missile.
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off. Good job. You should be able to see the rectenna where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty Arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
Good luck.
Leave it to Trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Clear a path for Strider 1.
Leave this to Trigger. Take down the UAV he's sinking.
We're counting on you.
Missile.
Remember, our target is the Arsenal bird.
Missile.
Fox 2. I'm on his back.
Locked on, Bandit.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
You're too far out.
Rectenna base unit confirmed destroyed.
Lancaster. Oh my god. The Arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Lancaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Hell yeah, it's
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water.
It's burning from the inside.
All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rogues. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. If you surrender now, we will not attack. We should hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrendered, and you guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground. No, wait!
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound!
Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. 2 miles to carrier. You're too fast. Lower your speed. You're on course. Looking good, buddy. 1 mile to carrier. Nice work. You pulled off a perfect landing. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins. Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned.
Hell, I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This Scrap Queen's got work to do.
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Osean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft left. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you. A dinged-up plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him, though.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him.
So, this is the guy? Oh yeah, he's the one who took off just now.
We've got quite a few Erusians with us. Oseans are sticking around, too. I don't care what country anyone's from. What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Affirmative. And I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft, follow trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
Goal leader to Lancaster. UAV is confirmed in direction of travel. Engaging two bandits.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Strider 3, copy. Let's do it, Hushin.
Welcome.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept down.
Goal 2, get out of there! This is Goal 2! I'm hit! I'm hit! My engine!
Salamander 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick.
I've never seen anyone fly this fast! Provide support!
Friendly lost. Another confirmed down.
Damn it!
The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing.
Get distance from bandits!
Missile, evade!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Both drones are in attack position. Break now.
Missile hit on UAV. Outstanding work, Trigger.
You've bruised it. Don't stop now.
Locked on. Go down. Human and Mutant, just like Mihai. They're like complete copies of Mihai. We've received some serious upgrades. Seymour, you separate Human and Mutant.
Don't let up, people.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Miss, target's still active.
I can't break him. Trigger scored a hit. We can do it. Aim well and shoot him down.
Good. The enemy is still flying normally, though. Keep pushing. The damage has to be adding up. Friendly lost. The Salamander. Rifle 3 has been shot down. We lost another one.
Another hit. He's the only one getting anywhere out here.
Attention, all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. They're small drones.
These guys have quite the bag of tricks.
Target hit. Damage confirmed. Those suckers are tough.
Avoid friendly fire.
Easy teamwork. Missions take point. Scenes provide cover.
How are we supposed to bring it down?
Suit 3, check your stats.
My missiles are hitting! The UAVs are shooting them down!
Behind the enemy.
Still there behind you.
One small drone is down. Strider 1 got it.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
There we go. One down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
That enemy is black smoke billowing from it. I saw it myself. 3 strikes is a real deal. 1 plane left.
Sky up. Soul 2, evade! Evade!
Soul warning. Soul warning.
Soul 2 lost. It's a good one, too.
Vito, damn it! Damn it!
If you're lost, just follow Trigger. Copy?
Fox 2.
Even just 1 drone ain't no picnic.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Behind the enemy.
Strider 1, on the lock.
I can't let you do that. The Erusian Air Force should be the ones submitting things. Attack this connect.
Missile.
Trigger, missile inbound.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Strider 3, launching missile. Bandit behind you. Caution.
Missile.
Enemy hit. Strider 1 got him.
One bandit left. Come on, someone just get rid of it.
Soul warning.
Trigger's missile hit. That one looks like it hurt. Trigger has scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it! Way to shoot, Ace.
that the prototype that Wiseman was talking about?
I need to get away. Thinking.
They're on our way back from our 7th mission to the asteroid belt.
Target acquired.
Let me avenge Vito.
We've gotten too reliant on technology.
Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions?
It's observing Strider 1. Looks like it's trying to learn.
When I get home, I'm bragging to my son about living through this mission. What a day.
It's ascending from low altitude to evade missiles.
Target locked. If they learn to fly like Trigger, who's gonna shoot him down?
Not to mention they can manufacture a whole lot of them too.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Direct hit. Don't Strider 1 missile.
Status update.
Still flying, but it can't keep this up forever. Finish it off, Trigger.
Visual confirmation.
No sweat. That's how it used to be done. Look at it go. Getting rid of the shell must have made it lighter.
Strider 1, locked on target. UAV is down. Radar signal is lost.
Our top aim, showing us how it's done.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. I can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
The UAV went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We'll catch it. Drone on your tail. Damn it! It got me. I'm hit. Shit. My wings seem fine, but I'm losing thrust. Is it my engine? Definitely feels like it's my engine. I'm fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but I'll be okay. Uh-oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger.
thought of a way out of here. The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you! I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes. Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
I did it! That's our Trigger!
He's a damn hero.
No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly under the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
We're on our way back from our 7-year mission to the asteroid belt. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad. The refugees built a settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess? She's looking to the stars. dark blue, to the heavens and beyond.
Can you hear me?
Hey there, everybody. So, I wanted to let you all know that I will be doing the 3 special missions after this. Now, I am going to go ahead and make a statement here that I've really enjoyed doing this series, and I would like to, while the chat's going right now and everything's going on, I would really enjoy it if you guys would go ahead and take a vote for me. So, I'm either thinking about doing a Japanese self-defense force or a European playthrough next. So if you guys have a suggestion, please let me know. And also, let me know which one of my games I should go back to. I'm really torn up between doing Final Fantasy VII again or going back and doing Ghost of Tsushima. So if you guys also want to go ahead and vote on that, feel free to tell me. People in the chat right now, you will get first opinion. So congratulations. I know there's only 3 of you in there. I've got my own thing cloaked, so it's not going to actually show me. So if you guys want to go ahead and suggest it, I will take all votes into account next week when I start the continuation of the other 2 games. However, for the next Ace Combat playthrough, I will get into that between 5 and 7 days. I'm not quite sure. It's a little up in the air. With the new Polaris Station thing going on, I really just wanted to start getting fans more involved. So during my live streams, I'll be taking a lot more votes. So if you guys want to go ahead and make any suggestions, feel free. So, thank you all so much. I'm going to go ahead and get off here and start the 3 special mission DLCs. So, let me know what you all think, and I will continue reading those throughout the cutscenes. Thank you all again so much.
Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Fencer still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Guessed as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important stiff?
He'll hear. And he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there? However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters and a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there ever was one.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird and the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source?
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as H-Hour.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Well, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi. It's a requiem.
Set off as soon as we're ready.
Here we go. Do it with a bang.
Understood.
Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup. Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once.
Trigger, what now?
Just 4 aircraft? Just talking nerves. Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot. Status report, anyone.
We doing this or not?
Sir, we can't let
Trigger's already kicked off the game.
We're going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft, engage. Weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the intel. In our hotshot from the last 5 minutes.
Missile.
Take them on in pairs.
Fire.
I don't need the Wiseman to fly.
Then prove it, Count.
Righto.
Missile.
Friendly hit. Let's escape.
Missile.
Fox 2. That only scratched me up. Continuing with combat. Tear them out. Bandit behind you. Enemy detected. Send rescue.
Strider 1, missile away. Missile hit.
Fox 2.
Go slow down. Getting late is not an option.
One is killed.
No base.
Tons of company about to get low.
Missile away.
Locked on!
Splashed.
Air combat's a lot harder without Wiseman.
You sure? Our man Tree was an absolute monster just now.
Let's see how good you are. Strider 2, missile going your way.
Being outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit. Do it with a bang.
Come and get me. Enemy's got a lock.
These guys are good.
Not
Take the one on the
bad,
left,
Trigger.
take the one on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show them just what we can do.
It's not every day you're in a battle like
They're one
this.
step ahead in the dog.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
Fox 2.
Look who we've got here. The planet I made to pass their prime, but we're no pushovers. Yeehaw! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
Strider Squad. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the sea. Swiftly secure our air superiority.
I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard. I've downed quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
Keep course. A few sparks are to be expected. This is Enchanter. We've entered the AO.
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
We're here, team.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. It can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Drake 5 engaging.
Hostile destroyed.
Can't ask for more than to die this time.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got.
This one's slippery.
Strider 1,
Drake
missile
1,
away.
engaging. Drake 3, engaging. Strider 1, they get triggered the moment they try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough. They're after our EW aircraft.
Trigger, do you see the ESM range displayed on your radar? Your capabilities will improve inside that area.
These guys aren't just a bunch of goons.
Receiving support from ESM.
I'll show you. No, you need to copy.
Trigger splashed the hostile. Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
Good job. Missile! I have to evade!
Missile away. Pick them off. Get in the cloud. My weakness says he saw 3 strikes.
get splashed.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Attack missed. I'm on his back.
Entering ESM range.
You see the size of that sub? Why the hell was it not in action all this time? Incoming! Get in the cloud! Ignore enemy aircraft! Focus on ESM! Getting a real warm welcome here.
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
EW aircraft was hit. It's being attacked by an F-15E.
Band it down. Nicely done.
This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4 head to 305. Hit for attack. Sigurd 3, good go. Tell me. Pilot your room with the plane.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SU-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them. Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
All right.
Wilco. Their ranks are thinning. At last, the light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission. I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
You just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
Yes! This is the air combat I've been waiting for! Don't really care about the sub, just want a good fight, huh?
Missile launched. Harrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
Transversal is our EW aircraft. Anti-air stations. Target enemy aircraft. I'm hit! I'm hit!
Target acquired.
No control. Returning to base. Don't forget to tell the mechanic to see that's a problem every time Priest Trick shows up.
Missile launched.
Damage control to CIC. The engines are intact. We're still good. Cruise rating. Evacuate immediately! Lost ship. It's the destroyer kite.
Bird this flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots of that caliber were still around.
Target destroyed.
Now it's my turn.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work. All aircraft, if you want to make it, take advantage of Enchanter's support.
Command duty officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target.
Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin.
Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robin Airy.
Captain.
Ah, you don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
So, that's the meeting place for pilots replaced by UAVs? This is it. This is the battlefield I've been craving. See that? Friendlies can't move to attack enemy ships. Hit on the enemy EW aircraft. Numbers alone won't win you dogfights.
Strider 1, missile away.
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
We're past the third checkpoint. We're halfway there. From Puffin to all ships. Change formation. Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield.
My missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
They'll pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick.
These EW aircraft move so slow.
Catch me if you can.
I should have switched with Lanza.
Strider 1, target acquired.
You're mine. Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship. Fox 2. Enemy missile detonated in the waters on the port side. Thank God.
Effects of friendly ESM are negated inside the enemy's jamming zones. Be careful.
No magic allowed, huh?
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
Sequence failed. Incoming.
The landing ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Hard port. We can't cross the fleet fast. All personnel, abandon ship.
Look, another destroyer's been sunk.
That's it. Trigger splashed a fighter.
Got a visual on the target submarine. Here.
Target is down.
Keep your eyes on 3 strikes. You might learn a thing or two. Roger.
Entering ESM range. Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. It's been 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that.
I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type SU-47.
Burkets? Arusha doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rage, can I kill him now? I've waited long enough. Here's the confusion and count as 6. Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think. Who's there on my tail? Taking fire! Woo! You idiots, ignore the Erusians. Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
The bogey shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are cleared to engage. Don't hesitate.
Hostiles just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visually scan for the source.
Kill. I'm gonna screw you up so bad. He hit me, damn it! That bastard hit me! Return the favor. Kill that 3 strikes. Oh, I'll kill him. I'll kill him, all right.
Stall warning.
He's after me. Hang in there, Scream. Die!
Trigger! Enemy with a lock on you! Trigger's already adapted to the situation.
Nickel.
Shit! Scream, we're pulling out. God damn it! 3 strikes, I will have you. You will die!
What?
Hey, what are you doing?
Am I hearing things?
No, I hear it too.
Strider 1, missile launched.
So fast.
Fox 3.
You won't even have time to piss your
Target
pants.
is down.
Hey, those filthy bats are on the run. Let them go.
That bitch was using OC's radio frequency. That's an encrypted military channel.
That's nothing to worry about now. Focus on the mission at hand.
Strider 1, missile away. Target was not struck.
My tail's acting up.
Missile hit. Hostile confirmed destroyed. Strider 1, missile launched.
Friendly loss.
Receiving support from ESM.
Missile after me. Breaking.
Hostile confirmed destroyed. Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
How do we lose so many of our fighters?
We lost a bunch of friendly aircraft. You doing okay up there?
Right now.
Missile away.
Even from here, that submarine was huge.
3 minutes remaining. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Hurry up and break. Behind you.
Missile hit.
Come on, one round in the hole and we'll sink it.
Where have we gone down yet?
A friendly shot down the SU-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one. Captain, it's 3 strikes and his crew. They've tied down the enemy birds.
My men just might make it through.
Be advised, enemy ground forces are preparing to strike.
If we can destroy their landing ship, we can sink their planes along with it. Negative. Negative.
Receiving support from ESM.
Triggers, knocked down a target.
Fox 2. Target eliminated. Target acquired.
Target coordinates re-enter. Ready to fire.
Target destroyed.
Roger. Wait for my orders.
All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface-to-ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
2 minutes remaining.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Captain, see,
Minds are about to be snuffed out in senseless cruelty. How many must we sacrifice to put them to rest?
the supercapacitor's charged.
Great.
Target in sight.
sights. Main gun manned and ready. They're not retreating. That submarine must mean the world to them.
I'm spiked!
Enemy shot down.
Missile.
Strutter 1, locked on target.
Let the LRSSG take care of the enemy aircraft.
Missile away. Hostile confirmed destroyed. 1 minute remaining.
Drake 1, Fox 2. You're not getting away from me.
Missile away.
We got this. 3 strikes in a squadron are with us.
Missile hit.
Strider 1 splashed the bandit. Beautiful.
Copy. We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle and stop immediately. As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Russian military. What do you say? Don't you see?
Stay in formation.
Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Muffin, this is Longcaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Puffin copies. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course, anything other than finger food will get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant.
Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. You take command from here on.
Well done, pilot.
Then full ahead, both engines.
Are you sure? The landing ship puppets are all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing. Main guns commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. Their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What? What in the world?
What happened? Listen up. You need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit! Hey, what about the submarine? We've got to help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit!
Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit! That monster will roam the oceans.
Heed my words.
12 miles until the aircraft leaves the AO.
Come on.
This boat has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner.
Bandit down.
A conflict will rather illustrate balance and judgment. And it will be done with reason from beginning to end.
Yes.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes. The damn bastard ruined it. Captain, don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, command duty officer?
Here we go. Do it with a bang.
Understood.
Shit.
What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using Osia's radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres' quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute. A forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are: 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 strikes data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyuk Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie, huh? Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Whoa! All right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting you. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada, but when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
They're already here. Where's the attack coming from?
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
AA defense system was destroyed before it was activated. This will make things easier later.
Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Strider 1, missile away. Strider 1, box 2.
So, which one looks the hardest to chew?
Find the commander.
Strider 1, lock on target.
Target has been destroyed.
General quarters! General quarters!
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing SAMs! Fools! They think they've already won. Now's our chance.
Now time for a counterstrike.
I should have brought my air-to-ground missiles.
A bomb would work fine.
Missile
You'll wipe
away.
them out with one hit. Contact lost with multiple friendlies! Not a drill! I repeat, not a drill! Missile!
Strider 1, rifle. 30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
Great! Keep it up!
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
If we can get him here, we'll be able to save a lot of poison for Monty.
Okay.
Sir, there's a few of them, but they've done damage to the fort and ships.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bag.
How many are there? Like 1,000 enemies against the 4 of us?
Probably need to multiply that by 10.
That's fine by me.
The enemy seems to have made their way in at super low altitude.
Use your familiarity
Emptying
to
cools
feed back the
return from
enemy
your
assault.
supply.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Enemy has a lock.
Locked on, you're mine.
Getting shot from all directions.
Engine room, fire up the turbines.
But it was really accurate.
Aegis vessel Thalassa has been destroyed. The enemy's AA capability should be greatly reduced.
We're keeping minimal personnel on board for damage control. Negative. All personnel abandon ship. Damn it. The captain's ship like this. How more ships have been stalled? Somebody do something about those bastards up there. We've lost contact with the 2nd platoon.
Vehicle eliminated.
They're gone. That means we have less than half our forces left. How many ships in port are still operational? The instruments test damage, but likely less than half. Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
That's mostly the work of 3 strikes. They're the ones who take a suggested an operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilots. You won't have many on board unless you can convince them that we don't need 3 strikes.
Yes, sir.
It's a shipyard over there.
This port is home to multiple enemy fleets. Probably too much for Lanza's poor stomach.
Damn straight. Trigger, count. Lend me a hand, will ya? Taking out quite a few of them.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Kryn, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, get the intel to proceed to our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Strider 1, bombs away.
Missile.
going for another attack run.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Damn it! Where are reinforcements? Yours, the reinforcements. Dockyard base taking damage from airstrikes. Enemy has a lock.
Good. Your Harris has been sunk.
Trigger's turned the shipyard into a scrapyard. I'd call it a ship graveyard, actually.
Classified surface ships is either sunk or neutralized.
Target destroyed. I think the fleet is not an option. We can't give the Bond and the rest of the conservatives to any break.
None of our ships are operational. Search and rescue operations are underway.
This is definitely the work of 3 strikes. I checked my report if it worked. The government office from the waterfront.
Ha! I'm actually getting used to flying like Trigger. Fox 2! Fox 2!
Target acquired.
This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of him. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I'd predicted.
I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, guys. Your cruise has been canceled. Trigger's wiped out the enemy's AA guns.
Good. Friendly should have an easier time attacking ground targets.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy behind you.
Missile.
Can I make it? Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Missile away.
Missile.
Not bad at all, Trigger.
Missile.
We can't see your white flags from up here, you know.
Missile.
Keep your eyes on the sky. Ignore ground activity.
Shut down.
Missile. Missile.
Come on, dodge that missile.
Target is down.
Missile.
Missile away.
Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon. I thought you said this was gonna be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer.
All anti-air guns in the area have been destroyed.
Great work.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Can't let Trigger hog the spotlight.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is...
More vehicles crippled and 1 damaged in Eatable Platoon. They're wiped. Let's go help the survivors.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass.
Strider 1 down to hostile. Strider 2, Fox 2. Wake up! Missile coming your way!
That's a lot of ships lost. Gonna make a fortune once the war's over.
Missile.
Buy stock in salvage companies while you can.
Missile.
Confirming additional hostile ground forces. Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy's got a lock.
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
This is Cerrone. We'll buy time until our rear catches up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. We still got machine guns. It's easy.
Fox 2.
Good. We've reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good.
Missile.
But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that. Strider 2, Fox 2.
4 aircraft destroyed the entire board? You must be hallucinating.
It's not a hallucination, it's a nightmare!
Target eliminated.
Missile.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Warfighters incoming at super low altitude, they're in 015. We have a report that 3 strikes with them unwrapped. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't protect the port.
Roger that. Leave it aside. Ask Squadron, EO Squadron, clear to engage. Brody bought us time. Don't waste it.
Caution.
Control, returning to base. I've heard about you. You always have aircraft control. Strike is around. I'm gonna
Missile away.
That big 31's not firing any missiles.
They must have scrambled without changing weaponry.
Missile.
Unable to fire missiles. I know how that feels. That's no reason to go easy on you.
Missile. Missile.
Target hit. 5 minutes remaining. Bandit down.
I see 3 strikes, so that's why they only sent 4.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
We have to fight a pristine fleet? After all that?
Let's do this.
Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port.
If it weren't for the bad weather, we would be caught in there. Prepare for anti-air combat.
Missile.
Harbor drone has reached the target.
Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command duty officer.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Command duty officer. What do you think will turn a drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you? It's imagination. So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives.
Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat.
Anti-air combat. 3 strikes is performing well above our expectations. Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Aegis vessel Metas destroyed.
Respond! Menace, please respond!
Missile. Missile.
Trigger, missile incoming!
Missile. Missile.
Shoot that enemy!
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile?
It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation!
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
Shit! I'm hit!
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it!
Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Picture it! Salvation! The death of a million is a necessity!
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need the UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Lucian, head back. I want that 100% survival rating.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed. Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat.
I'm on my target.
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply. 2 minutes remaining.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your... Strider 1, this is Control...
Enemy has a lock!
Looks like we're late to the party. They've done a number on our allies.
You're almost blind in there. Stay sharp.
Missile launched. Strider 1, Fox 2. Target acquired. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Trigger, splashed a bandit. Enemy's got a lock.
All rotorcraft in the area appear to have been eliminated.
Our helicopters are all gone. This is what the snowbirds can do.
Locked on!
1 minute remaining.
Valkyrie, this is Quarterfinch.
Missile away.
Package tags are ready and waiting. Down 2.
Got eyes on my wings.
With a million lives each.
Also, there's a rumor going around in the military. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of a new world.
Dodged it.
3 strikes. He lacks the drive. Imagine you're just about to be killed. What if I going to be killed you apart. It was for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. 3 strikes has proved that. I do. Do you see, Command Duty Officer? You don't, do you?
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Enemy has a lock.
The helicopter designated by the recon team has exited the combat zone.
I've got you.
Impact, now!
Damn cowards, shooting us from beyond our range.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard. Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, SU-47s.
Wanta! Missile! Behind you! Wanta!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream.
That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick.
Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw.
What the?
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started.
I repeat, withdraw.
Don't want anyone thinking we screwed up. 3 strikes is going down.
They're responding.
You goddamn idiots.
You call me an idiot again, I'll kill you.
Missile.
Siblings can go to hell together.
Brother and sister?
I'll keep him busy.
He's on the extreme.
Quit catching me.
I have him. Scream, incoming missile, evade!
Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, boss, but you don't count.
Missile.
It's 2 on 1.
Who you calling a wuss? Trigger, try however you want. I'll be right after you. Be right there with you. I promise.
The bats seem to have enhanced their ECM capabilities.
Righto.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Come on, Three Strikes. You've got a hot chick right in front of you.
Scream! Damn it! You'll pay for this, 3 strikes!
Only 1 left. We run them down together. But the death blow will be with you, Trigger.
Oh, I'll kill him! I'll kill him, all right!
There may only be 1 left, but don't let your guard down.
Let's finish this once and for all, Trigger.
I'll kill you!
Strider 1,
I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
You psycho.
You pay for this, 3 strikes!
He's definitely lost his mind.
Strider 1, missile away. Fox 3. Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him. Not one bit.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
How dare you!
Locked on!
Missile launched.
Don't let him catch you.
She was my one and only!
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Missile launched.
What makes you a hero? We tried to be heroes too. We really tried.
No room for hesitation, Trigger. We've flown through much worse than this.
Target hit. Target hit.
Missile.
I can tell. I know you're with me. I'll kill you. Here we go, Scream. We do this together.
unidentified aircraft. Eject. Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her!
The Bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 Strikes has removed all Strangler illusion forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Illusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Fusion, no, stop it! Hey, chill.
Fusion, stand down! Sit!
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass!
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the Bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet!
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of Olred.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here. The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in Olred. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to Olred within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by Osea and its allies' sound surveillance system and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea Seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have here.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sonobuoys to build a sonobuoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sonobuoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Whoa. This is an order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
It's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up. Oh, come on! Well, it's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hujin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Patrol aircraft sector 1. Find the sonobuoy barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Understood. Understood. Roger. Understood.
Three strikes, rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging. Cyclops 2, engaging. They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Cyclops 4.
David, here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
Nah,
Not sure it's because of Trigger, but those are calculations I do like.
Know the answer soon enough.
What if the calculations say we only need one of them? There are people aboard those planes.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
Sit tight.
we're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Let me know when the bodies, I mean the debris,
3 stops raining.
We're already in the air waiting for us. Enemy has a lock.
Trigger won't be able to defend them all.
Thanks, buddy. I owe you. Man, all my teams. I can't get them all. Thanks, buddy.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
2 groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. I see lots of signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're an ORED?
Oh, yeah, I live here. I haven't saw the terminal guide in this street either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
You guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Running? Wait, running? Yes, those drones are running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something.
Nice kill, Trigger. The patrol aircraft can continue now.
45% of sonar buoys dropped. We've been hit by a missile! More incoming! We lost another patrol.
Knew it. I knew that captain was up to no good.
Locked on, bandit. Hostile confirmed destroyed.
This one's mine.
Missile away.
Hostile confirmed down. Dodge it down. Please get her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more. All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
They won't be landing till they wipe us out, huh? They're ready to die for this one. I can't break this lock. Enemy has fled.
Locked on.
Bandit on me.
Cyclops 2. Fox 2.
Enemy missile inbound.
Aircraft destroyed. Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
Situation baffled, Captain. They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
95% of sonar buoys dropped.
They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Come if you dare, 3 strikes.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us. Sector's in trouble. We need to cover them.
Confirming new hostiles. Strider 1, missile away.
Got us. We'll fall out of the sky.
Behind the enemy. Shit. Hold on tight, guys.
Thanks.
UAV
We're on
eliminated.
Angel. We've been attacked by hostiles.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble.
Be afraid. Bandit, on me. We've lost the TACO.
They're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Dropping sonar buoy now. Fox 2, get him. This one's all mine. Mayday, mayday, mayday!
Patrol down. Protect the remaining aircraft. No more on my watch.
All sonar buoys dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis complete. Data linking the Alicorn's navigable zones.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol.
Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us. It's so much easier if you could
The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 430 knots.
Let alone sag.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Special delivery.
Do titanium hulls even leave magnetic footprints?
With its size, it would be impossible not to. All the deperming measures in the world won't change that.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya? Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear!
I've got you.
One down.
Okay, Trigger. Your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Trigger, your MAD is showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we do the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
Does anyone see the source of the noise on the ocean surface? It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys.
Bit of a chore. We'll have to destroy them one by one.
What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
An explosion? Control aircraft. What's happening underwater?
Trigger.
Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recovery and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead.
Aye, sir. Don't let him get away.
Pull up.
Keep it up.
Caution. Pull up.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sublocation again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
Pull up.
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
He can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Missile.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Countdown.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Monza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock. No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder.
It's a race against time now. Be on time.
You've reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow.
Target coordinates acquired.
Coordinates re-entered.
Commence preparations to fire the VL Atrock.
VL Atrock ready for launch.
Line of fire is clear. Ready.
Fire all missiles! Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched. Report the results. Did we get him?
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it?
It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a... Didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Cal. Backed him into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Wilco.
Roger.
Roger.
Crew, prepare to abandon ship.
We can't drain it! Evacuate! We've lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. Order is to
Get to the bottom of the sea. Perseverance to be desecrated.
Capsizing.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger. One of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up!
Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns. It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. Group 1 is flooding. Start training ASAP. The Alicorn is diving.
Ballast tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. You need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
Missile.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces. Righto.
Strider 4, Box 2.
I owe you. We picked up the Alicorn underwater. Breaking. Enemy has a lock.
The Alicorn is surfaced. Commence assault.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss? Ready to fire. Main gun, commence fire. More in critical condition in reactor control. Visors in the pressure hall. Fire!
Strider 1, missile launched. Missile hit. The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just damn crazy.
This one's all mine.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen.
All UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. They look similar to the Arsenal Bird's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The Alicorn has submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others. We cannot let the enemy's attacks reach our brothers. Go head on with first strike and take him down with me.
Stall warning.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Missile.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Watching. Why should we fear death?
Duck spotted. Underwater course.
Locked on!
Strider 1, Box 2. Enemy submarine surfacing.
Behind my target. Box 2. Charging complete.
Missile.
Commence fire.
Missile.
We get a full of AA weaponry. They won't even flinch.
The enemy sure is making things hard for us.
Fire!
Strider 3, missile in the air. Evade!
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Strider 2, Box 2. Keep firing. Keep firing. Crush their lives under the weight of your leg. Here they come.
Strider 1 is hit.
Strider 1, evade that missile. Concentrate on firepower on the assaulting aircraft.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy submarine diving.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Hello, this is North. What's the situation over there?
We've got a moment or two. Stat rep?
It's the advertising drones. These guys are doing the terminal guidance.
Hey, chill.
They are advertising drones flying above the demonstrators. They're perfect for a guidance system. They're close to that captain. I'm calling you back. Alex, how far away is the closest air base?
1 mile.
Completion is at hand!
Stall warning.
Next time it shows itself,
The streets of the dead are coming together like the pieces of a puzzle.
Duck spotted. Underwater coordinates.
Locked on.
Alicorn surfacing.
We must save those souls that died chained to the prison of ethics.
Hostile has a lock. Trigger's attack hit. Can visually confirm hull damage.
Let's follow his lead! Check the radiation level every 5 minutes. Do we have any coolant leaks? We're thinking even if the reactor's no good, focus on anti-air
find the source of the jamming signal. It's the Alicorn.
That's so easy. Ballast tanks have been damaged. We can't maintain buoyancy.
Aircraft have launched from the Alicorn.
Enemy has a rock on you.
Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
We surrender.
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice.
This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
That's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it.
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger. Hit the barrel, Trigger. Hurry.
Wait, Trigger. Stop attacking immediately.
Charged up. Target is the Ocean capital of Orid. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away with my family of the air.
It fired.
It's okay. The shell will miss.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Load the next shell.
Aye, sir.
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
All right.
Look up. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel.
3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks.
Sure, the gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs.
10 million lives will be saved, and the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar. You just want to kill people. He won't let you.
Charge at 25%. Good angle at 2 degrees. All right.
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosions. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby.
Don't you see? 1 million lives!
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in 2.
She really pulled it off.
And that's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. But there are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast a light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft and David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall. Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hushin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah!
Yahoo! Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa.
Not something I'll
That was
tell my son
something.
about.
Give me a break.
Hey there, everybody. Before the final cutscene, I wanted to thank you all so much for joining me here today. So, this game has been a huge part of my channel for a while now. As most of you already know, I started this way back when I had the channel originally named Central Tabletop Gaming. For many of you, you know that moniker has already changed. And I just wanted to thank you all for coming again with me on the journey. So, I am going to be doing the EU playthrough next, so European aircraft only. I will not be incorporating aircraft from other nations that are part of the European military today. So, even though that's only 4 aircraft, I do look forward to doing that. Guys, I want again just say thank you so much. Every time I get on here and do something that means that much more. I'm just past 200 videos. And you guys have been a huge part in making me feel great day to day. I think you all have noticed the channel is becoming more and more active. I went through a temporary depression, and now I'm actually able to bring forth the light that I originally wanted for the channel. So, I'm going to go ahead and quit talking. If you guys got a quick moment, please just go ahead and tell me what you would like to see in the future down in the comment section. If you're in live chat, feel free to do it there. I'll be reading it throughout the cutscene. However, after the cutscene, I will immediately be cutting the video. And, yeah, just thank you guys again so much. So, thank you everybody for joining me here on Polaris Stigma. And I look forward to seeing all of you later. Alright, now for the final cutscene. Bye.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, he'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?